All right, guys. I'm starting a little bit earlier today because a lot of questions in the chat room. I didn't have time to answer all of them. I apologize for that, though. Just, a lot I'm doing, typically running around here. I'm not really reading it the whole time until I'm live. So first of all, let's get through some housekeeping. Morning, everyone. Welcome back to the stream where we first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a hopefully profitable yesterday with GNUS. It was a little bit dangerous, so hopefully you guys were able to avoid some of that big drop loss. Anyway, today is Friday. It's the last day of the trading week. It's June 5th. What else here? It's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means we got another 15 minutes before the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up trading. I have 4 trades today, so we'll wrap up trading when I'm done with the 4 trades. But typically, it's around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then sometimes we'll go stream a little bit longer. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be able to stream today though. Check out the video description below for some FAQs. I got a lot of the questions you guys are answering are in the video description. I have the FAQs there for a reason, so occasionally I'll let you guys know because I know there's a lot of new people here. Let's get to it. I'm watching XSPA out of the gates. I find it quite interesting with this little dip here. I do want to probably have a little bit of caution today because it is Friday. The market has been extremely hot the last few days. So let's see, maybe we'll probably get continuation today, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of the more aggressive traders were a little bit more cautious today. So maybe we're not going to get that instant follow through or something like that. So I'm just keep that in mind that it is Friday after all. But so far it seems pretty hot. So we don't want to have too many biases. We just want to trade what's in front of us. Honestly, the scanner, I have not seen the scanner this full in quite some time. So I was a little bit overwhelmed this morning. I was like, uh-oh, what are we going to be trading here? There's just stuff in all directions. So this is going to be an interesting kind of morning. And I think I'm gonna have to really take almost a step back and be like, okay, well, let's see what kind of opens up here. Let's see what the lead gappers turn out to be. Checking a little bit yesterday, DLPN still selling off. We have LUB. We didn't really trade this one yesterday. KZR holding its highs here, so let's see if we can have a bit of a continuation. Not sure if we'll trade that one. CIDM, this one sold off quite a bit yesterday, around the 275. Was kind of nervous if it was going to crack 3. So next stop is probably in the 2s. Maybe it'll test 250. SECO, this is getting a little bit further back, so I'm not going to be going this far back. Could be bouncing though here off of $3. Already is kind of a bit. Let's see what else is going on, by the way. I was looking at a few other gappers, so let's quickly talk about them. Actually, let's start with the 2 main ones because there's a lot going on. FRSX, this is another lead gapper that I was looking at, 175% pre-market with a 20 million float. So this thing was explosive. It's an Israel auto parts company, COVID-19, sorry about that, symptom detection patent filed. The coronavirus stocks have been pretty hot. It's obviously a huge topic. So let's see, let's see how it performs. I mean, the fact that it's up already 175% pre-market is pretty telling. I'm surprised that just a patent filing is so powerful, but you got to trade what's in front of you. And so far it looks pretty strong. Remember, it's a 20 million float, so definitely on the kind of middle range, right? We're always looking for south of 50 million, but ideally under 10 million. For that extra spike ability. But lately, we've been seeing huge stocks like XSPA with an 82 million float absolutely flying. So it's been a little bit, just a crazy amount of, I guess, opportunity, even with larger float stocks. Typically, it's not that aggressive. So, the market's been really, really hot. One thing to note here with FRSX, it has been pulling back here about 24-25%. So let's see how much it's going to keep pulling back. Definitely some big support here in the 160s. That's where we had a lot of consolidation. Also in the 150s. Fritz calling out GNPX. I'm not sure. We haven't traded GNPX for quite some time. I don't even see it on my scanner. Let me quickly pull it up. I have no idea what it's up to. Yeah, it is a little bit up pre-market. not too bad. Big resistance at 3.4, 3.5. I probably won't be touching GNPX. I think there's a lot of other stuff to be looking at. Not saying it's not a good stock, just saying, you know, for our gap and go trading style, sometimes it's not the most fitting. We're always looking for what's the most obvious lead gapper, right? Ideally float south of 50 million, ideally has a news catalyst, ideally strong spike history, good daily chart, so it has room to run, has a fast rate of change, and ideally between $2 and $7. Those are kind of my 6-point criterion for, you know, the top tradable stock. Yeah, Hertz as well. Oh man, it's just going crazy. It's FOMO week still. Yeah, that's super true. It's always a good time to take a little step back and drink some water. All right, so let's go back to XSPA. Actually, we're on it right now. So this one is up actually on a COVID-19 partnership for screening. So it doesn't sound too bad. I always like the partnership news, any sort of collaboration, stuff like that tends to do well, especially with a larger company or the government also tends to be quite nice. Remember, 82 million float though is relatively on the high side. It's always good to see the history of a lead gapper. So XSPA had a lot of these big spikes to the upside, and a lot of them, you know, didn't hold their highs too well. A lot of these one-day spikes, so we don't have, you know, 2, 3, 4-day follow-throughs. This one did hold its highs pretty well in terms of a closed high, which these other 3 spikes didn't do. So that's actually quite impressive. But then, you know, the next day totally gave back. They probably had a direct offering somewhere in this area. Yeah, and a lot of these one-day spikes. Here's a little bit of a 2-day. So let's see how far we can get. Right now we are at around $3, I think it was. Yeah, 307. I would probably like to buy this on a first little pullback out of the gates. I'm not sure if we're going to get something like that, but definitely a little bit more towards the bigger support zone, 275 or something like that. I could see myself going long with an entry. I'll be trading with 4 position sizes today, so ideally, you know, 750 is what I'll be needing. 7 times 4, 7, 14, 21, 28, right? Plus the 50. So we'll see. I'll probably be trading between $700 and $800 position sizes. Or if I don't get any trades in early and I see a really good setup later, then maybe I'll only do 2 trades or something like that and increase my allocation. So it's never really set in stone, but I do like to give myself at least 3 or 4 trades. Hertz, yeah, Hertz has been rallying like crazy. Remember we were, what was this, like just a week or 2 ago, we were trading this thing and it was getting halted left and right on the way up. It was huge. It went up like 100%. The catalyst on Hertz. What is it? Do you guys know what the catalyst is? I mean, it did have... Anything new since they filed for bankruptcy, the Chapter 11? I'm not sure why it's running so much. Maybe there's some sort of short squeeze or something. There's got to be some catalyst behind this. This is a huge move. Definitely some big resistance at 4, but I could see this thing going past 5 if it continues the way it is. So far, huge move. I don't feel super comfortable trading this one just yet. Kenneth's wondering, is Hertz done? I don't know. Like it could easily keep going, but at the same time, I wouldn't feel super comfortable buying in this area. Clayton says you can't log into TOS this morning. TOS usually gets very choppy around this time of day. In terms of, you know, laggy. You can see it on my screen. It's just like glitching. It's going to make the first 4 minutes of trading the market open very intense. And sometimes you really just, you know, maybe even totally want to avoid it if you're using TOS. Different brokers tend to do better. But TOS, since since it's become free, it's one of the best free platforms. So it gets overrun pretty quickly. Omir's wondering if I'm going to invest in XSPA. We are not investing on this channel, just to let you guys know. We are only looking for day trading, gap and go setups, dips, reversals. We're in and out of these positions typically within a few minutes. So I'm not doing any investing, and I'm not recommending necessarily to invest in any of these companies. I mean, Hertz is even bankrupt, you know, so you got to watch out. We're only trading volume and momentum here. IVR was another one I was looking at in the morning, but I'm not totally sure how I feel about it because it wasn't really spiking up too much pre-market. It closed at 350. But then, you know, right recently, now it's spiked up quite a bit. When I was looking at it, it was here in this 30% area. Now it's kind of up in this 60% area. So it's a little bit more interesting in these zones. Out of the gates, I'm definitely going to be watching XSPA for sure. Might have to decrease my position size a little bit here. I also have VISL I'm looking at on my other screen. They're not really up on any micro news, so I'm not always the biggest fan of that, but they are up on the macro Ryan news. They sell communications gear. Oh, they just came out with a catalyst. Let's see, technology shares moving higher after company tweets. Phone airborne video downlink system. Okay, so they do have a catalyst. Doesn't seem too crazy, but all right, guys, we've got another 3.5 minutes here till the market opens. I'm still not totally convinced on several of our moves. FRSC had a kind of aggressive pullback here. I might even put it up in my second chart, but FRSX, not C's. So yeah, it's still pulling back a little bit here. This could be quite a nice red to green move on this one though. What we have not done on FRSX is check out the long-term support and resistance zones on this one. So right now it's roughly at a head high of 229 and pulled all the way to 179. Just mapping out some tops and bottoms on this one. 3.5, looks like 2.9 is an interesting zone. So we pulled below 2. We do want to hold these areas. Let's see what the next major support zone is. Probably around 1.5. Tends to be some big support. Yeah, 1.49 seems to be kind of a pivot zone. This one could be a really nice buy around 153. Also, another big support zone is here right in the 60s, 1.6, like 5, 1.67. Could be a nice quick red to green move dip there. And then ideally a break back above this area. This is going to be an interesting open for sure. VISL got watching this one pretty closely here. Another 25 seconds till the market opens. Good luck, everyone. Eight more seconds. Both stocks pulling back. Looking for an entry on VISL. TOS is very slow right now. Whoo, XSPA pulling back heavy here. FRSX at 1.8. Big buyers at 1.4 on VISL. Still watching these. Right now my monitor is quite slow, so I'm taking it calm here. VISL, if it breaks 1.3, I would probably look for a potential entry on it. Looking for a potential entry on VISL at 132. Be careful here. It looks like a lot of people are having memory issues on TOS. Red to green moves on both XSPA and VISL. Markets are all relatively green. VIX is down. So far, big selling across the board here. Wow, my app is so slow right now. Being very cautious, not really doing too much of anything. Do have an order on VISL at, what was that, 33? I'd be very careful right now, though. VISL might break above 1.4. Looking for an entry at 142 maybe. Not feeling overly confident right now with the shakiness and everything. Several failed attempts to break higher in VISL. Oh Lord, what a shaky open here. I think we knew it was going to be a shaky open, but the way TOS is reacting right now, I'm very nervous to kind of jump into something. Yep. I'm also having the chart and order book showing different numbers here. This has happened before. Still a lot of selling momentum here across the board. My scanner is also not running, so definitely having some classic TOS issues. Yeah, Dan, that's super true. I have no open orders right now, just letting you guys know. Here's my current account. Whoa. For some reason, it says I have an open order on VISL, but I don't. There is no order here on VISL. Here's the chart. I mean, you guys see it for yourselves, so. It says I have a working order, but there is no order here, so I don't really know what's going on. It says I have a working order on VISL, but there is no order open here on VISL. Not really sure what's going on here. I can't even cancel the order because it's already canceled. There is nothing to cancel. Crazy. XSPA, huge pullback here. They just came out with news. It's actually pretty good news, but anytime a company comes out with news at the market open, people are very nervous about that. I'm totally confused if I'm in a position or not right now. I don't think I am. I'm just not sure. Whew. Well, anyone that's not trading right now, definitely drop the like if you're enjoying this total chaotic open, or no, not the chaotic open, but at least getting it all on video here. That's interesting. Okay, so my VISL cancel order finally popped up here. Let's see if it's okay. So everything closed out fine. It just took a long time to update. I actually went into TD Ameritrade on the website to double check that I was not in some sort of order. So I was a little bit nervous. Flash crash on XSPA. FRSX. I like this potential bounce here. Hertz is really taking taking the dollar volume today, but it's not really our classic small cap, so it's a bit understandable. Big move on it though, 27% bounce. Huge stuff. Maybe we'll see a secondary dip on this one. I'm not sure about any end of day scenarios right now. It's too hard to tell, too early in the day. FRSX. That dip we were talking about in the 1.6 zone would have worked pretty well. So pulling back again here. Getting a lot of bounces going on. Hopefully somebody got that massive dip on XSPA. That was pretty huge, huh? Hertz is getting some really nice follow through right now. This could be a little break higher. Let's pull up GNUS. I see you guys talking about it. Yeah, big old bounce off of $5, huh? Huge stuff. 12% on that. Just ridiculous moves across the board. I'm a little nervous trading when my TOS is just not responding. This is actually kind of one of the trades I wanted, so I should have stuck with my plan on FRSX. A little disappointed that I didn't here. This one looks really, really good. On the fact alone that 1.5 was just big support. I think that was pretty obvious. I could have even put a limit order there and not had to worry about it. I think the chance of having at least a little bounce on this one was pretty high. Wow, it's 9:42 a.m. Have no trades yet. Kind of my favorite trading time is already almost over here. XSPA back at 2.4. Having a bit of a double bottom. I'll be careful with these. Looking for a potential move on VISL. It's had pretty aggressive pullbacks though so far. Don't really want to get stuck on the wrong side of this one. Still a lot of selling volume popping up. XSPA could be breaking here from the 260s. I wouldn't be surprised. So far, just a lot of selling off. MITT also a bit of a pullback here. I would like to buy a potential FRSX move back above VWAP. Yeah, the airline stocks are going nuts. I saw that. Ooh, today's just a day that if I wasn't streaming, I probably wouldn't be trading. Honestly, this is just this is quite hectic. So far, I'm not going to rush anything. Just watch the markets here. Markets are all overall green. Oil's up as well. XSPA making some moves here. Really, really sweet. Looking for a similar trade on VISL. VISL, it's a little sketchy here. XSPA looks like it's trying to break above VWAP. XSPA, here we go. This could be it. 270. Really sweet move. Classic. Still no trades for me. A lot of sell-off we've been seeing so far. Typically by now, TOS would be a little bit more responsive. I'm not sure why it's taking so long, but probably just because there's just an absurd amount of people trading right now on TOS. FRSX pulling back here. This could be a crack of 1.5. Whoo, 148. So far, just total selling on FRSX. That was the Israel Auto Parts Company with the coronavirus symptom scanner in the car. Or I think it was in the car. It's hard to say. VISL isn't breaking up. It's pulling back now again. First bigger green volume here on FRSX. Hertz pulling back. I'd be nervous to get halted in on the downside on this one. 2.5 could act as big support though. A lot of sketchy stuff, guys. Cams that can detect corona in crowds. Interesting. Big hustle, man. Thanks for that update. Yep, VISL is dropping. I'm watching it closely, but it's so far not really showing anything that I really want. XSPA, this dip, I was thinking about potentially entering for a secondary move back above VWAP here, but these are tricky. Doesn't look good for VISL at the moment. Looks like it's going to break 125. If it does, there could be a lot of stops that get triggered. Probably because it's on its like third or fourth big green day, which is a pretty valid reason. But yeah, interested to hear. Nice boy clause. That is huge. What? Make sure you get that trade documented. That will be a good one. The ISL is still pulling back and really not looking too hot at the moment. We could see FRSX try to do a little bit of a breakout. Yep, I'm watching FRSX on my other screen right here. I'm not watching IVR though. There's a lot of stuff moving today. Looking for a potential entry on FRSX, but still a little bit undecided here. Boy Claws, Trade Journal is totally free. Check it out right now. First link in the video description below. It's totally 100% free. $163, potentially getting chipped away here. On FRSX. Yep. That's the only reason I talk about it here. It's totally free, 100%. Boom. Let's see here. I'm watching FRSX. Let's see if 161 could have a bit of a breakout. Watching the order book very closely. Looks like XSPA could be breaking out as well. FRSX pulling back here. Breakout did not work. I was looking for that entry, although we could have a potential setup here as well. XSPA, very choppy as well. 5-minute setup does look kind of interesting though. It's 9:59. I have no trades yet. This is quite unusual for me. We're facing kind of a lot of issues here though. We could get some nice moves though. Oftentimes, if it's a little bit of a slow morning, like it has been, sometimes there'll be some really good follow-up moves around, 10:05 and stuff like that. XSPA, looking for a potential rip here. I wonder if we're going to see this thing back above 3 today. That's the big question. No, it's super true. The day is moving very slow for the volume we're seeing, and it's a little bit due to the glitchiness. Screen's not updating that quickly. FRSX pulling back here. Could break 1.5, while at the same time we have XSPA breaking higher. Hertz at $3. Key zone. Whew! That was a quick little pullback on XSPA. That would make me a little bit nervous. XSPA is kind of the lead gapper on the day and for small caps, although XSPA has a bit more like 300 million market cap, Hertz 450 million market cap. Those are a bit bigger than our classic small cap gappers. Quite an intense little morning here, but so far no trades yet for me. XSPA, I tried to do a few trades this morning. I either wasn't quick enough with XSPA, I didn't even attempt. FRSX, I tried to buy the potential red to green move. It failed, but if I got an early entry, which I was trying for, it would have been still pretty nice. But again, I don't know, it just didn't work out this time. Yeah, I'm not super comfortable trading XSPA. Just big resistance to me. So I think this is probably going to be more of a kind of midday trading today. A little bit later, not midday, but mid morning, late morning. So let's see how it goes. No major rush here. Let's check out the top movers. We got Hertz. Had that nice bounce off 279. Could have a potential break above VWAP, but this is the exact setup I was talking about in yesterday's recap that I've been having really, really bad luck with, so I'm not going to try for that. XSPA just being choppy, FRSX really balancing right now on 1.5. I'd be a little careful. MITT, I don't know, just a little bit choppy here. WLL, the oil and gas company we were trading not too long ago, is actually doing a little bit of a pretty sweet move here, kind of holding its highs, 32% move. That's really, really nice. Still watching FRSX. Could be breaking above. FRSX looking for an entry at 155. Maybe 154. Just got an entry at 154. Looking for this one to have a bit of a triple bottom. Looks like we didn't break the third time. That's why I was a little bit more confident with this entry. Bit bigger volume coming in now. Very, very laggy though. Big share size going through right now on FRSX. $158. Let's see if we can break this area. Buyers now at 158. Bring a little bit more confidence in this trade. Remember, this is a really, really small position size, only 500 shares. See if we can take some profit soon here. Taking some profit here in the 154 area, looking like it's running to 166, 168. Maybe we can do another dip buy on here. Still running, 166. I bought some SECO, but that's on a different account. That's not my IRA account. Sometimes that freaks me out. Yeah, Dan, feel you on that. Here we go, watching FRSX. Looks like it might continue here. I gotta say this one's looking a little bit better than I was expecting. 67, bit of a resistance here. Nothing wrong with taking profits along the way. Maybe we can buy a pullback here. Getting a 1 minute pullback. Teetering on the 60. Big buyers coming in all of a sudden. Big buyers on the 58. Just got an entry here on 59. Closed this position. Breakout was looking a little bit weak, so I didn't feel super comfortable. Maybe I sold too early, I don't know. Still about a 4% profit, small position size, so I'm not complaining. Here we go. This could be the break of 65, looking for that break. I was a little bit nervous here that this breakout wasn't going to happen, and then we're going to get a flash pullback. Still trying to break the 165. Here we go, 166. Wham kablam. Come on. Can we see it? There we go. That's what we were waiting for. This is the exact setup I had a lot of issues with, so that's why I was very hesitant on this one. But hey, trading this thing with tiny position size, you know, we're still making a little bit of progress here, so it's nice. Carmela, I feel you. I don't know. TOS is one of the best free platforms, honestly. Every broker has issues. You can look into something like Lightspeed. It's much better for day trading, but obviously there's commissions involved. So I don't know. You have to kind of balance it. You know, is it worth paying the fees? And I think once you're trading over, you know, $10,000 position sizes, maybe even $5,000 position sizes, I would say probably yes. But the small account challenge would be a bit more difficult. You also have to know your experience level. I mean, Camilla, you've been around here for quite some time, so I would trust you to probably do it. But you know best. Best to just try out a few different brokerage accounts and then see what works for you. Really slow move here on FRSX. It's looking good though. It's trending to the upside. I do like what I'm seeing with FRSX, and I'm quite bullish myself. It does have the 15-minute EMA, big resistance right above it on the 5-minute chart. I don't know if you guys see that, but right down here. Always a point of concern. How do you like E-Trade? I used to have E-Trade. Sweet move with FRSX. That's exactly what we were waiting for here. That's literally the exact move we were waiting for. This is the break of VWAP. Really nice action. Could keep running. FRSX was pulling up 175% pre-market, 20 million float, which is actually one of the lowest floats we've seen today. The Israel Auto Parts company with the coronavirus detection software to, like was called out in the chat room, detect coronavirus in crowds, which sounds pretty interesting. It's a patent filing. So actually, I'm quite surprised that the patent filing is so strong. Yeah, you can have different brokers, and each broker will give you a new pattern day trader kind of like account, more or less. But if you do it inside the same broker and you open different accounts inside the same broker, it does not work. Really sweet move on FRSX. Up almost 17% from our original entry. My question is, who is trading XSPA? That's, I feel like, the real question. Huge move on FRSX. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. $19.84, yeah, something like that. XSPA, guys, making a bit of a flag pattern here. I gotta say, it looks kind of enticing. My big question is, can we break 3? I'm a little bit nervous trading, though, trading it, I gotta say, honestly. Big volume coming in on FRSX. I do have to increase my position size here just a little bit. $75 will be huge support. Looking for an entry here. This could be a breakout pass too very soon here. Looking to get an entry on 81. Not gonna lie, I chickened out on this one. I don't know why. I just didn't feel it. I felt like I probably sold too soon. I just chickened out on that one. I was waiting for a faster resolution. Although I only gave it like 20 seconds. So you guys can make fun of me all you want. It is what it is. Here we go. This looks like it could break out here. I was a bit nervous for a flash pullback after a nice rally that we had. Okay, it looks like it was a good thing that I closed that position. So far, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Nice, David. That's awesome to hear, man. We have one more trade left. Check out XSPA. Try to do that breakout and it didn't happen. Like I said, I was very nervous about this one. Maybe we're seeing a bit longer setup here. This could be the break. New high candle right now. This could be the break of two, guys. This could be the pre-rec. I'm probably not going to trade this one. $10:22 a.m. guys. Here we go. This could be it. This could be it. 81. No. No, didn't work. I don't know. It's hard to say. Pulling back here kind of aggressively. Big sell volume on that. Buyers back though. It was a strong flush to the downside. It's 5% move already. $68. Dip for the rip, Corey. Yeah, probably. A lot of selling volume though on that one. Made me a little bit nervous. Breaking here, back above. I'm not totally convinced. I didn't like that it didn't hold its highs. This is really a critical point for FRSX right here in this area. This is kind of turning out to be, I'd probably say, the lead gapper on the day based on the small caps. 73. It's looking better and better. It's just hard to say. Can we break back above 75 and ideally break back above 180? See some strength come back into this one. If anything, I would have bought the dip here. I'm thinking about how I would have traded this. I'd be up 5%. I would have either closed the whole position or closed half the position and looking for a secondary move. Buying right here, right now, could be good, but it's not that clean of a setup. So far, my paws are off this one a little bit here. Momentum building a little bit. Just has not been the hottest day for small caps, guys. When large caps are popping like the airlines are today, small caps tend to underperform a little bit. So it's always good to kind of know that there might not be as many people watching XSPA, although it does have $250 million in dollar volume. Actually, wait, take that back. That's 56 million. I just read XSPA instead on accident. VISL crashed down. Yeah, VISL is basically off my scanner at this point. There are some good opportunities though on it this morning. It's just, you know, with the sketchy interface that we had, the lagging, then I don't know. I mean, you guys saw my order. I tried to buy it. And if we took profits quick enough, it could have been a nice green trade. Good 5, 6, 7, even 9% actually. 75 getting dripped away here. This could break above 175. It is sure tempting to want to keep trading this, I gotta say. Here we go. 175 broke. It is holding the highs pretty well. New minute's going to start in about 40 seconds here. New 5-minute candle. So the question is, can the new 5-minute candle be a breakout candle? New 5-minute candle just opened up here. Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah, XSPA, man, might be a little nervous cat. Wow, yeah, look at that, guys. Anyone buy that dip? FRSX pulling back as well. Again, don't really think this one's over. Here we go, having a bit more of aggressive of a dip right now. This doesn't look too hot with FRSX. It's 9:31, guys. I mean 10:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, my VWAP is purple. Does not look too good. Some news came out not too long ago about it, making me a little bit nervous that I feel the frustration. What was it? Wednesday, I had 4 red dip buy trades in a row. That was probably my most agitating trading session. First green day on FRSX. Wow, this sell-off was way more aggressive than I would have ever thought. Heiko, I'm sorry to hear, man. This dip on it was really, really aggressive. I was hoping for a continuation, but so far it's 13% from VWAP. Huge dip. I wanted to buy this candle probably here. I don't know why I was lacking a little bit more conviction. Yeah, this would have been okay 4%, but that dip was really stronger than you would think, right? So Hertz has been here at 301 for quite some time. Those are the worst. Dude, I can't tell you how many dip trades I was up, 4 or 5%, didn't take my profits, and I closed for like a 4 or 5, even or like 1 to 6% loss. Every time it's different, obviously, but yeah, it's so stressful. XSPA pulling back again here. Wow, today's like the opposite of yesterday, huh? Yesterday was high flyer, crazy, everything. And today's like it's just like your classic Friday, you don't really know what you're gonna get. Pre-market, everything was freaking out. Into the market open, we just had a bunch of sell-offs. GCI, guys, what is this thing? This thing is just trolling here under our eyes. Up 70%. Beautiful consolidation, stair stepper consolidation. I could look at that pattern all day. Yeah, so far, chat, that's true. That's true. I do have one trade left. I might even just call it a day though. After I was up 90 bucks yesterday with our small account, and then I ended the day negative $3, right? It just really doesn't get much more annoying than that. Thanks, Chad. Interesting cruiser. Does Robinhood have a really nice options trading interface, or what's the reason behind that? What is this GCI just not caring about the world? Absolutely ripsky dipsky on out of here. What? Some interesting resistance above, but so far it's a little bit of a train, this thing. Maybe it's because I came in today with like really low expectations. I was like, today is probably going to be a very choppy, stressful trading day. And then when I looked at the scanner this morning, I was like, this is not looking good. And then the open with the lagging, I was like, I got to be careful here. But then when I saw FRSX, I was like, this thing had a triple bottom, and the third, fourth touch did not break down, and it looks like we might see a reversal. Plus, everyone's waiting for something to move. So that's what made me get aggressive with FRSX. But I did miss the actual move I wanted, which is kind of ridiculous. This was a 17% breakout. I bought here, I sold right before it. So like I didn't trade, I left a lot of profits on the table today. So, oh man, look at GCI. Just doesn't like out of here. Well, it's an interesting logo. Reminds me of that Star Wars like shoo shoo shoo. What's that flying thing from the Force? BIOL. I see you guys calling it out. Yep, that's the dollar volume. Here you can quickly see it. We have symbol, last, percent change, dollar volume, market cap, and then we have shares as well. Those are the four I use. I wish shares was float instead of shares, but there's no float option on TOS, which is a little bit annoying. But it is what it is, and that's why I'm always writing down the float from FinViz. Interesting spiker that you guys found here. It has catalyst from yesterday. Following tweet from CEO's dental products report released. The latest video interview with Dr. Simon. Yeah, Sebastian, no problem. Yeah, now I can answer questions usually a lot better because like pre-market, it's sometimes hard to answer a lot of the questions, especially at the market open. Like the first 15 minutes, I'm basically a zombie. I think that's also why I was having a tough May, because sometimes I would focus too much on the chat, and I would look at a message and then I would look at the chart and I'd be like, oh, there was the move I wanted. It's no one's fault. It's just I've kind of decided to look at the chat less at like until like 9:45. So yeah, I apologize if I missed some questions. FRSX, guys, looks like it could be another opportunity here. We had a bit of a double bottom here, and now we're potentially going to break over the 15-minute EMA. I'm not going to lie, I'm not super excited about it. I'm just kind of speaking my mind. Also, the selling volume on this one really picked up here. And actually a big reason I got out of this trade was because the selling volume was so high. If the selling volume was around, I don't know, 0.3 million, I probably would have felt much more comfortable with holding on to this one for a potential continuation, but it wasn't. What I should have done was just buy that dip a little bit better. That would have saved me a little bit. WLL was a little crispy today, folks. WLL was... I was kind of curious how this one was going to turn out because we were trading WLL, or were we trading it? I don't remember. It was on our watch list, but it was quite some time ago. We did trade it. Looks like I made 1 cent a share profit on that. Kind of embarrassing, but we didn't lose money. We had a nice little spike to the upside here. It's not really moving as much today. FRSX. This is kind of the move I was thinking could happen. Oh boy, instantly gets slammed back though. 33. $62. So if we entered at 59, which we could have easily done, or even let's just say, we entered at 60. We got a perfect 60. We'd be up 2 cents a share, 3 cents a share right now. 4 cents a share. It's not the nicest setup, but it was interesting. I probably would have already closed my trade and I'd be like, you know what, I'm done for the day. I'm out of here, guys. I need the weekend. I'd be like, stop the madness. 163, getting chipped away here. 164. Boom. Sellers coming in again. Too tight. Yeah, it's this one was really tight. It was just, look at the volume too. It's basically non-existent. Oh, 166. It did it. Hey, that could have easily been a 6 cents a share trade on $1.50 stock, give or take. That's pretty nice. I mean, we're talking like, what is that? Like 5%? That's like 6% actually. I think that's a pretty solid trade. I kind of felt like it was obvious too. You could buy the dip right now. I don't know. GCI, let's go back to that one. That one's sure is interesting. Wow, that break of 3, buying the pullback. Oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Anyone else get that trade? Hertz pullback. It's at 280. Nice, guys. Congrats on the GCI trade. That was pretty well executed. If you guys bought that dip, you understood that there was clear support and resistance. You had the 9-minute EMA on a very bullish uptrending stock. I mean, that was pretty much a perfect support bounce, breakout, pullback. Everything came together on that one. I don't know what I was doing. What the heck was I doing? Steve, yeah, we've all been there. Don't stress too much. It happens. All right, guys, I'm going to quickly run bathroom break. I'll be right back. There's a new ETF, BETZ Bets, new gaming ETF. What? That's crazy. What do they have inside of it? Like Activision and stuff? Or are we talking more like slot machines? That's kind of cool. BETZ. That's like very niche. You weren't kidding. This is brand spanking new. IPO'd yesterday. Well, I guess it's not really. Wait. When an ETF starts, is it considered an IPO? Yeah, Sebastian, I built it custom. There's a whole entire dollar volume video uh, on my channel. I think if you just Google Alex Winkler dollar volume, um, it will pop up. I don't think I have a link to it. Maybe I do. Let me quickly check. Oh, I do. All right, I'll send it to you here in the chat room. It should also be in the FAQ below, but I have it here anyway. Yeah, I like dollar volume too. I was at a trade convention. I had somebody show me about it. It was pretty sweet. I was like, what? This changes everything. Well, it doesn't change everything, but it makes definitely understanding which is the lead gapper much easier. With all the different prices and different yada yada. There's a formula somewhere, but I talk about it in the video. Go through all the steps to get it added. FRSX. Still watching this one. You know, we have one trade available, but there's a big part of me that says, you know what? Like, I might just not use that one extra trade today. At first, I was thinking that FRSX might be a really nice, like, late morning or afternoon rally, but the fact that it pulled back so much from VWAP and didn't really maintain that area got me a little bit nervous. Now I'm starting to think that it's going to break 1.5. So I would really like to see some upwards momentum pretty soon, or else I don't know if I'm going to change my my perspective on it for, you know, being a potential for later in the day. Julio is saying, check out LK. Look at BETZ as well, guys. It looks like it found somewhat of a bottom here, but you just don't know. LZ. GCI back at 2.7. Thanks, Sebastian. It's nice. The gap and go scanner is not going to show any results. You can see it right here on the bottom left. It's not going to show any results. LK, sorry, I typed LZ. LK, it's not going to show any results after 9:30. Sometimes like till 9:35. But once the market opens, the gap scanner does not work because it's only calculating pre-market. And then I moved the small cap movers or small cap something. So there's two scanners I talk about in my video, but it should show. It should work. I'll quickly pop on my chart here. Yeah, it looks like LK could find some support. I actually like the fact that it's kind of riding above the 200 EMA and try to break out here, but instantly found support too. Maybe it's going to have a continuation. Just huge volume on that. So that's not very nice. Huge sell volume. If I type in edit small cap movers after market opens, you guys can see, you can take a quick little screenshot of this in the video and see, you know, is yours similar? I don't know why it's not going down. My God, TOS is so laggy today. My eyes are about to fall out of my head. This is the whole scanner. We got percent change, volume, market cap, last, and shares. This is what I'm filtering for. It's a little bit different than my gap scanner, but ultimately the same. I'm thinking about increasing the 500 million though from the market cap, because oftentimes stocks that are like Hertz at 450 that we're clearly trading, they'll disappear when they're over 500. I'm like, oh, like I was just trading you, now you're off my scanner. So you know what, I'm actually gonna make this 600. 10 cents to $19, kind of a big spread. But again, you know, sometimes you're trading a $5 stock that runs up to $20 and then it's off my scanner. That's a bit annoying. So that's why I've kind of a generous spread here. Look how laggy this is. Look at this thing coming down. Oh my Lord. And then you don't want, that's why I was so cautious trading this morning. Because all of a sudden you click, you know, enter a trade and then you enter at a whole different price or something. LK, doing what we were talking about. This nice little move here. Hey, that's a 4 or 5% move. That's sweet. Asian ADRs moved sharply higher on Friday trading. Luckin Coffee. These guys were even halted today. That's absurd. So they do have catalyst. Looks like they're up on options expiring. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. What a choppy open these guys had. Everything was choppy today. That probably means a lot of market orders were executed, a lot of limit orders. Basically stops to take profits that got triggered, which execute as market orders oftentimes. And when those all get triggered, because the market is so high, the SPI is so high right now, that it probably just shot a lot of these companies down right away, which kind of froze the overall market. Changed from open price, open percent, as it called. Oh yeah, that's actually quite cool. Is that an option? Change from percent. That's actually quite a cool one. I don't know if I have enough space here, but I could probably squeeze it in somewhere. It's definitely a cool metric though. FRSX pulling back. This is could be the beginning of what I was nervous about here. Check out the SPY, the futures of the SPX. It's back at 320. Big resistance here though. I can't believe NASDAQ made a new high. I think that was today. That's ridiculous. I can't believe it. That was the quickest pullback and the quickest recovery. Okay, maybe not the quickest, but it's got to break some sort of record. Heiko did a FOMO dip buy. Let's see this. Ah, okay, you have a formula for that. Oh, that's sweet. Definitely shoot me an email or leave it in the video comment comment below. That'd be cool to check out. Oh no, Heiko, I was like looking at this. I was like, wait, this is not FRSX. I thought you bought the dip. This is a new one. Yeah. Yeah. It's painful. That's a painful one. Good thing you cut your losses because it's still pulling back here. But it's never fun. Never fun. Jose is wondering if the market is inflated, at least what I think. It's tough to say. Honestly, I thought the market was overextended since like, when was it, 2018? That's like when I liquidated basically everything. And then the whole 2020 blew my mind a little bit. And then this correction felt like it was coming regardless of Corona. I didn't think it was going to be this strong, but now that we're back at all-time highs and the economy is definitely, I mean, it definitely took a bit of a hit. It's going to be interesting to see how big of a hit it took, but I don't think we should be back at all-time highs. I think there's a lot of artificial money being pumped into the market from the Fed printing cash. Just, I think we're definitely in a bubble of some sort. FOMO week, Dizzy. I'm sorry to hear, man. I I've had a bit of a choppy week as well. Definitely FOMO'd into several trades, but that's something that you get better and better at. I don't know. I could see Bitcoin really increasing because I mean I'm again on the sidelines a bit more right now with Bitcoin. I felt like this rally we've had from like 4,000 now to 10,000 is a little bit heavy. I've been waiting for a bit bigger of a pullback. It just doesn't seem to be happening though. But I don't know. I could see Bitcoin hitting 20,000 again. I don't know when, but I definitely see it. I mean, our company uses Bitcoin to pay out clients all the time, international clients. It's faster, cheaper, um, and you don't run into awkward regulations. Like if your client is in some company, I mean, some country that doesn't accept PayPal, like a lot of South Asian countries, you can still, send them Bitcoin. Um, I personally really like Bitcoin as a use, like as a user, I like Bitcoin. As an investment, it's also totally makes sense because it's like diverse inflation, uh, deflation, reverse. Oh, I've been talking too much today. My head hurts. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I would keep buying dips on Bitcoin for sure. FOGI for 1AP Pro. You know what? If I think FOGI leads to FOMO entries because sometimes I won't do an entry because I'm like, oh, I only have two more trades today. It's perfect. And then I take a trade a little bit later because I have FOMO from that first trade. So it's sometimes if you see a good setup, you just got to jump in it and be like, whatever. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But it's a good setup and I'm going to take it. Because the worst thing that happens sometimes, if that setup perfectly works, you're not on board and then you're just like super bummed out. And then you start taking, whatever is moving. And that's happened to me multiple times. Like on this challenge, it's ridiculous. I mean, like that happens to me several times a week. I feel like, which is horrible because I acknowledge the problem. So I gotta tighten that up. Oh, nice, Matt. You got the whole freaking system. Cruiser saying check CHFS. I wonder if Bitcoin's gonna hit like 200, 300,000. That's another thing I could probably see happening. Um, Sub dollar, but it's trending higher. Looks like I've traded this before. Got a decent little bounce off of it. Big volume yesterday. Today's second big green day in a row. And we're breaking from the former highs. That's a really good sign. Two interesting points to watch here. They're getting coverage from an investment firm with a buy and price target of 150. That's all the way up here. I like price target increases. They always make me really happy. I feel like those stocks might not be the most explosive, but oftentimes they don't have flash crashes because they're typically up on some. They're fundamentally a little bit more stable. 0.46. I'm not sure how I would trade this one though. We had pretty decent volume coming in on this one. 5-minute setup could be an option. Thanks, Daber. Let's see, OCGN. CHFS, I'll definitely keep an eye on. I'm actually going to put an alert here, see if we break higher. Looks okay, I gotta say. FRSX having that bounce off of 1.5. That's kind of been a long expected kind of thing. I did not trade it. I don't like trading bounces that have been used before. So we had the initial bounce, we had the second bounce, we're having that third main bounce. I typically don't like trading those. But hey, you know, this one seemed to work out pretty well. Already up 5%, so pretty sweet. Yeah, this is classic sub penny stock. No catalyst today. Oops, sorry for that, guys. Got a little bit of coffee here. I think it's time to take a sip. FRSX is telling me, Alex, you should trade me. Why are you not trading me? I might trade it. I don't know. OCGN is might be better just like holding it with, you know, buying it on a major dip. I'm not sure if I would day trade this one. It did have a decent little rally, but 15% the whole move, it's not really worth it. I should have took the FRSX dip at 1.5. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Would have been a 5%, not a home run trade, but hey, 5%, you do that 4 times a day, you're up 20% based on your average position size. Yo, that's how you grow an account with not making any home run trades. So like in March, we grew the account like $1,500. It was our best month, and I was almost only taking base hits. I was doing these really small like reversal dip buys constantly. I loved them. Ton of volume on ship. No, I have not. Is that a Greek company? They have a lot of shipping companies. Let's see here. Man, this thing's bouncing around like crazy. So far, if you just buy any one of these dips and sell into the next spike, you're doing all right with the ship. I don't know, guys. I'm not a big fan of day trading sub-dollar stocks. I will hold them in my IRA sometimes if it was like a former elite gapper or something like that. I think that's not a bad strategy. The problem is it's not really a strategy. It's just kind of like, well, I guess anything is a strategy, but I feel like it's a bit more hope trading. Like there's no, I'm not saying it's bad. I do it all the time, and it tends to work okay. But it's one of those things where at one point you either take a big loss or you take a big win sometimes. I don't know. Let's check out Hertz here. Can this puppy come back? I'm still waiting for something to happen. Man, Hertz has totally capitulated in terms of activity. What was the big reason for this run up on Hertz? I still am not totally sure. I think it's probably some sort of short squeeze. Guys, look at this pattern. Remember, a lot of you guys traded GCI, and this is almost exactly the same. We have the nice breakout here from a multi-month support and resistance zone, pull back to 3.2 area, and then rip all the way up to $4. That's a 26% move. Man, super nice. I hope some of you guys got that move. I don't know what I was doing again, but didn't get it. Really nice stuff. What's up, Kelly? Oh, that's pretty cool. Does that mean you're a teacher or like a professor? Or is that the same thing? Yeah, that was probably the right idea. Yeah, Hertz is, I'm kind of hurting a little bit too. I sold a bunch of Hertz in my IRA at 150. That was a little painful. Ain't gonna lie. What's the Boeing ticker, BO? I don't know what their ticker was. BA. You know what? Every time I type in BA, I'll probably forget this again and ask you guys. I don't know why, but every time I forget there's the A in it. Bankruptcy protection for Hertz. Gotcha. Thanks for that. Wow, huge move on Boeing. Wow. That's a 200% rally. Looks like there might be some resistance here in this 226, 225 area, which totally makes sense. $half zones tend to be a bit of a, or quarter zones always tend to be a bit of a punch to the gut. Hey, this is like a 7% move here, right? Or am I counting wrong? From $200 to $214, that's like 7%. No, that's a pretty sweet little move on a giant company. This is a big reason the small caps weren't doing as hot today. Very cool, Kelly. Very cool. I have so many questions I could be asking about that. Ooh, is anyone about to FOMO into BA? Because I feel like I'm about to. Dravid, I'm sorry, man. Wait, 80? I read 8. 80 sounds pretty. Wait, no, there is no 80. I think you forgot a number in that one. Whew, what are weekend plans? I'm going to dinner in a little bit. I'm actually super excited. I did a fast on Monday, 24-hour fast, so pretty short. It was so good. I'm like looking forward to my next fast. I don't know if you guys do it, but well, I know some of you guys do it because we talked about it on Monday, but it's really, I'm going to do it at least, I don't know, 4 times. Okay, maybe not 4, but at least twice a month, I think, like every other week, at least once for sure. CHFS making some moves here. Oh yeah, Steven, I go to the sauna like it's my job. Here we go, CHFS breaking higher. There's a really nice spa in Berlin called Vibali. I don't know if you guys heard of it. You guys could just Google it, Vibali, Berlin. It is mind-blowing. I used to go there at least once a month. Sometimes I'll go there all day. It's huge. They even have sauna instructors that really make it nice for you. Check out CHFS, guys, pulling up here. Could be breaking 52. Big old move. We didn't even have a chance to get in on this one. 7%. Hey-oo. Good call, though, on CHFS. Oh. Shawings, no. No, Shawings. I just read Schwitzing. Shawings? No, I have not been to it. I have not been to. Is that in Berlin? I could check it out. What would we even need on this? Like 2,000 shares? Yeah. Well, not 2,000, but maybe like 1,400. Very quickly, I want to check out HTZ. PRT wise could be interesting as well. A lot of these aren't speaking to me. KZR pulled back quite a bit. Found some support though, that's looking good. Could be a nice entry. Nice little bounce here. Huge, not really doing too much, but could be bouncing off of 5. Rammstein area. I want to go to a Rammstein concert so bad. You know, Tillman had Corona, the singer of Rammstein. Okay. Well, I'll quickly actually throw it on my Google so I won't forget. On Ludwigstraße. Oh, what? Is that like, it looks like American food almost. Chicken wings are the international food of happiness. Yeah, I am German. I was at least born in Germany, but I was raised in America, so I'm German by birth, American by culture, I would say a bit. Dham, very nice with GNUS. I'm still waiting. I'm looking around for another pick here, but like I said, I'm not really seeing something that's making me super excited. So I probably just won't trade anything else. But yeah, GNUS had some nice moves here. I like this pop back above VWAP zones. Quite sweet actually. Getting decent percentage moves on it too. That's what I like about it. I'd be really careful here in this 59 zone. It looks like it's definitely a pretty critical top zone. Ah, Fritz, really cool. Switzerland. I really like Lake Geneva. There's a sauna in the middle of Lake Geneva, and then there's like a springboard where you could spring from the sauna basically into the lake, and the lake is freezing. Actually, there's a video of me doing it, and I'm totally naked. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, that's really cool. SA wings, kind of. SA. Ah, Sha wings. Hey, that's pretty sweet, man. All the more reason to check it out. It's on my to-do list. Even write it down here. It's on Google, but it's always better if I write it on my pad. I'll definitely take a picture if I go. Make sure I get real Lotus cream on my face. Do a food review. I should get Heiko up here, make him do the food review. Heiko's really good at that stuff because he's a little chef. SIEN. FRSX could honestly FRSX oh wow, I just tripped over myself 1,000 times. This one again is actually looking kind of interesting. I just don't want to get stuck in a stock that just keeps pulling lower and lower, and I just keep making bad mistakes on it. So I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but guys, it is breaking to the upside here. SEIN, huge move. Big resistance right above it, so I think I missed this one. Man, where am I when these things are cracking? That's my question. HEXL at 0.64 was clean, yeah. And there's another one I kind of missed. Although it is curling here in this area. The extremely low volume on FRSX makes me not want to trade it, but everything else about this makes me want to trade it. So we didn't even hit 1.5. We never had that crack of 1.5 that I thought was going to happen. If I see a bit more volume coming in on this one, I would probably consider buying a dip on it. Hey, Hexo is quite interesting. GNUS, let's see what you guys are talking about. I feel like I'm missing something here. What am I missing? I was waiting for it to load and I was like, why is it not loading? I typed in the whole wrong ticker. Yeah, you know, to me, GNUS, I don't want to be over pessimistic like I have been on GNUS, and I also don't want to be biased. I never do. But to me, we had the official crack of momentum, right? That's this candle. Like that is undoubtedly what this is. And right now, this is an engulfing candle. So right now we're trading inside the wick of GNUS. I'm not a huge fan of that. We have major resistance at about $7. I don't really see it breaking that area, and we're very close to that area. So I don't think I'm going to be trading GNUS. I could have, should have, would have traded GNUS at one point today. I mean, this thing was all over the place. It was crazy. I mean, you could have made, 20% in this like 3-4 minute bounce. So I should have traded it. Man, FRSX, guys, we have I think, a pretty clear 5-minute breakout. We just don't have any volume on this. GNUS, let's see how high it's going to get. I'll check out LK afterwards. 6.8, 6.8. I would be taking profits so hard right now. Oh my Lord. Julia, I think it could have. I don't know. Like that's what I'm thinking. This is also how I've been getting skunked on a lot of setups though. So I'm not like super on board with trading it somehow. Big sellers at 57. Big buyers chipping it away though. Ooh, big orders just coming through on FRSX. Look at this, 14,000 shares, 5,000 shares, 8,000 shares, 3,000. I put a low conservative limit order in on it for now. Definitely seeing some volume coming back in on it. Put a limit order at 53 for now. Ooh, LK is consolidating in one of these really touchy support and resistance zones. We're getting some activity back into FRSX. I don't know about LK, honestly. I don't. I probably wouldn't touch it until it broke above 6. Hexo was a really nice one. Look at this move here on Hexo. I think it's looking pretty interesting. But the problem I have with Hexo is just the percentage returns are very small. I knew there was something about this one I didn't like. So I probably wouldn't trade it on that fact alone. Yeah, Kelly, good point on that. Let's see with FRSK. Let's see what's going to happen here. We actually have one of the new first highs on FRSX. I have a conservative limit order at 53, but again, I'm probably going to move it up. I don't think it's going to dip down that far. I just kind of have it up here. Sometimes I like to remind myself on what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's also a way to play Hexo. If it does break above 1 and it does run to 1.5 because it didn't have that price target increase, it could be a really, really nice swing trade. Good point, Konstantinos. FRSX definitely does not have a lot of volume. Maybe it's going to pick up volume at some point, but right now it still doesn't look super interesting. Oh, that's kind of interesting, Guinness brands. Man, this open today was so hectic. Whoa! Huge move on GNUS. Looks like I was totally wrong about it. You know what? I've been wrong about GNUS almost every time. The only thing I was right about was there's going to be an offering at one point, and that happened yesterday. But wow, pretty sweet little situation we have with GNUS here. Still looking for a potential FRSX dip buy. Big buyers on the 159. Maybe potential entry at 155 or so, 156, I don't know. FRSX pulling back here. Wow, I just missed FRSX entry. It looked at my limit order. We are chipping away at 53. I didn't get filled. Would have been up 3% already. That's a bit unfortunate. I'll have to think about what I want to do. I'm not totally sure yet. GNUS pulling back heavy here. Closing my limit order at 30.53 for now. That's unfortunate. That was a bit of the trade that I wanted. Steven, that's funny. Wow, Constantino's very nice. I don't know. I probably won't be trading GNUS. I've been wrong about this one so many times. And, you know, if I'm constantly wrong about a stock, then I feel like there's no reason I should be trading it. A lot of stocks have muscle memory and they all trade very similar. So you could pivot kind of your attitude towards the stock. But, you know, if it doesn't like fit your style that well, then sometimes, you know, it's better to leave it alone. I think, I don't know. Ooh, what happened to XPSA? Let's check this out. Oh, Lord. That's a huge drop. Why did it drop so much? I don't even see any news about it. For a second, I thought there was going to be a catalyst of an offering. Don't see that. Maybe it's still coming out. This is a huge drop. 17%. That's true, Dad. True that. 1140. I missed my FRSX entry by. It hit my limit order. It just didn't get filled. So I don't know. I don't know what to say there. That was going to be probably my last trade of the day. Now I feel like I'm really chasing a potential entry, which I don't like to feel. So I probably will wrap up trading without doing all 4 of my trades, which is fine. I don't have to use all of my trades. I think that's a big reason to jump into mistakes, is because like sometimes you know you think you have to use them all. You know, sometimes it's the reverse. I'm like scared to use them all. But just, you know, as long as you see a good setup and you're comfortable with it, boom, jump on it. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Yeah, that FRSX is so slow. I would have loved that entry at 53. I would probably be closing out my trade already. I'd be taking my, I don't know, my 5 cent a share profit and being like, you know what, guys, I'm out of here with this you know, small win. Couldn't be happier, you know. But now I feel like this is the bounce I was waiting for. What kind of percentage return is this? Yeah, 4% or so. I mean, more like 3%. because top perfect entries, perfect exits are a bit rare. Wow, XSPA, did anyone buy this bounce? This is huge stuff. 14%, that's super wicked. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up here in 3 minutes. I think I got a few more things I need to get ready before dinner tonight. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, I'll let it run for a little bit more. But yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up the stream here in a few minutes. Have a sip of coffee. Have a sip of water. Wow, that's some serious hydration. I feel like my stomach is gurgling right now. FRSX still pulling back, guys. Looking wicked, looking weak. No volume on this one. I don't see a reason to trade it right now. Looking good, looking weak. What's going on? Alrighty, tidy guys. I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Like always, it was an amazing time trading with you guys. A lot of good picks, a lot of good shout outs, a lot of like important facts to know. And just like with Hertz, right? Knowing that they had their bankruptcy protection, stuff like that. Like, you know, it's sometimes there's so much going on. So when you guys call out stuff, it's very helpful. Have a great weekend, guys. I will see you guys first thing Monday morning. I'll see you guys in the recap video as well. If you haven't already, consider dropping a like. I definitely appreciate it. We've been killing it with the likes this week, guys. I really, really appreciate it. It's super fun to see that. Join the recap video. At least say hi in the comments. Don't forget to, ask any questions if you have any. Renee, awesome feedback on Trade Journal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, let's wrap it up here. So I'll see you guys then tonight and then on Monday morning, first thing at 9:15 again. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Till next time, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.